Hi, my name's Trev Hutchings and this is the Rode NT1 Complete Recording Kit. In the box you get one NT1 microphone, an SMR shock mount, a pop filter and a microphone dust cover. The Rode NT1 is a cardioid condenser microphone, so it's designed to mainly pick up sounds from the front. It's got a frequency range of 20 Hz to 20 kHz, and one of its best features, it's got a very flat frequency response, which means it has the potential to record sounds very accurately. The shock mount has an adjustable hinge that can be locked into place and fits onto a standard microphone stand. The microphone has a large nut on the bottom of it. You take the nut off and you can fit the microphone into the shock mount. It rests on this little section at the bottom of the shock mount, and then you add the nut to the bottom of the microphone again, and as you tighten it up, it tightens the microphone to the shock mount. Now on the front of the microphone there's a little gold dot, so you know which is the front and which is the back. The pop shield, there's a little ridge at the front here, and the pop shield just literally slots into that slot. And when you're not using the microphone, it's always handy to put the dust cover on it. For me, the NT1 has been a real game changer. I can't afford high-end expensive studio microphones, but in my home studio the NT1 means I don't feel that I really need to. Other microphones that I've used in the past have either had too much hum, or they've sounded too harsh, or they've sounded too dull, and they really haven't sat very well in my mix, and I've ended up having to add quite a bit of EQ or FX to the recordings to try and sort them out. With the NT1 I'm really not doing that anymore, and it's kind of the same with voiceovers and podcasts. This microphone is so quiet that I don't need to clean up the recordings. One word of caution though, this microphone is so quiet and so sensitive that you may very well end up finding that you begin to hear cars or even aeroplanes in the background of your recordings. And dare I say it, spillage from monitor headphones are much more likely to be picked up on such a sensitive microphone. The Shure SM58 microphone is pretty popular in the music industry, especially with live performances, so there's quite a lot of them kicking around. So what I've done here is I've done a sound test with the NT1 and the SM58 for a comparison. First you're going to hear the NT1, then you're going to hear the SM58, and for those of you who have got headphones to listen through, I've then got the NT1 coming out of the right ear and the SM58 coming out the left. Okay, so this is the NT1. This is just me talking for the minute here. I've got some headphones on, spilling out some stuff. We did the vampire shuffle. We did the vampire shuffle. We did the vampire shuffle. Oh, oh, oh. So this is a Shure SM58 with a very basic pop shield in front of it. Same headphones. We did the vampire shuffle. We did the vampire shuffle. We did a vampire shuffle. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so this is a NT1 Shure SM58 with a very. This is just me talking for the minute here. I've got some headphones on. Same headphones. Spilling out some stuff. We did the vampire shuffle. We did the vampire shuffle. We did a vampire shuffle. Oh, oh, oh. So do I think the Rode NT1 complete recording kit is worth buying? Well, as you can see from the recording demo, the differences are there, but they're very subtle between the NT1 and the SM58. But those subtleties become more obvious when you're mixing down a music recording. I'm not saying that the NT1 will suit everybody. I'm sure it suits some voices better than it suits others. For my purposes, with my voice, I prefer a much flatter sound, and I do think, for my own purposes, the flatness of the sound compared to the SM58 is much better for me. It makes it a lot easier for me to do recordings. I appreciate that from the sound test it might not be that obvious to yourselves that it is a better quality microphone, but do I think it's worth buying? Certainly for me, with my voice, home recording, not being able to afford a much more expensive microphone, I would say definitely yes. If you've enjoyed this video, do give us the thumbs up and click on that subscribe button. Cheers.